It's holiday time, and I say that in the full knowledge that I have absolutely no idea when this show is being broadcast. But I consider myself to be currently on holiday. Must be the feast of St. Someone. So I'm going to celebrate by having a few more drinks while you meet, on my right, Andy Davis, a keen marathon runner who chatted to Sally Gunnell when his flight was delayed from Geneva. Tony Moore, a maths graduate who discovered he had appeared on candid camera in Belgium when he caught himself on television in Iceland. And their captain, Jonathan Elliott, a scout leader who, while wearing his uniform, was mistaken for a member of the Hitler Youth. United by a soft spot for spices, they are the Fire Eaters. You won your first heat against the Eurovisionaries. How are you feeling about tonight's game?
I think the games are only going to get harder, but we're just going to see how the questions go and try to be as aggressive on the buzzer as we can.
Well, let's see who will be the victims of your aggression. They are, on my left, Alicia Warner, a linguistics student who appeared on television in China while suffering from typhoid. Olivier Gruy, a PhD student who has been described on social media as a time-travelling Victorian supervillain. And their captain, Sarah Binney, a master's student who likes cats and has hitchhiked across Switzerland. All students at Clare College, Cambridge, they are the Clareites. Now, you won your heat against the wrestlers. What advice have you got for your teammates ahead of tonight's game?
Well, in our last game, we were picking our hieroglyphs rather randomly, and I now see the error of our ways. We've got a much better strategy for this game. And additionally, we've all been informed to make eye contact with the other team at all times to establish dominance.
Well, that sounds extremely sinister. Part of your strategy tonight involves winning the toss but putting the other team in first. Gamesmanship. So, Fire Eaters, you will be kicking off. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Twisted flax, please.
Will that be a good choice?
Oh,
it is the music question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
I don't know what the song is. Any ideas? Okay. Next, please. No idea. Do we have any other singer might be? Anything? I really have no idea. Next, please. I've heard this, I think. What's this song? I don't know. Next, please.
That's Led Zeppelin, isn't it?
Okay, so what's the song going to be called? Yeah, it is.
A whole lot of loving.
3 seconds.
Forms of transport.
I'm not sure that any of them involves a form of transport. So, Clareites is the chance of a bonus point.
We think they were all sung on top of the pops.
Well, first of all, that applies to almost every pop song ever, but funnily enough, not to all of these. So that's not it. What forms of transport do you think you heard?
Well, we thought the last one, I was told by my teammates it might be Led Zeppelin.
Right. Oh, you're thinking of Zeppelin as a form of transport. You're in a hurry. Yeah, well, it is Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love.
OK.
We also heard AC/DC, Whole Lotta Rosie, Girls Aloud, Whole Lotta History, and Jerry Lee Lewis, Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. Which does sound like the bus.
Yeah.
But yes, no forms of transport. And I don't think Jerry Lee Lewis ever did Top of the Pops. No bonus points then. Clareites, what would you like as a question?
Let's try the horned viper, please.
OK, the snake. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Sadness. Blue.
Is this in the film Inside Out? The character Sadness was blue.
Yes. Oh, I really like that. I would be happy to go for that for 5. We could go for another. Should we go for another?
Go for another.
Next, please.
Yes, go for it.
These are characters in the movie Inside Out and the colours that they are.
You could have had 5 points.
5.
These are characters
Very
from
good.
Inside Out. Anger and disgust, the little colourful creatures that represent those emotions. Well done. Fire Eaters, it's back to you for a choice.
We'll have the lion, please.
The lion. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
You know, it could be lots of people in Rush, it could be... but I think it's maybe some sort of wordplay going on here, but I can't see what it is, so should we just give them... next, please. Cameron O. My name doesn't like think of it, Amy Cameron. I don't think it's...
Oh, no, I know it is. Athletics name, the Beyond Country.
Yeah, you're quite right, yeah. We think that if you take the letter that comes after the word and you insert it somewhere into the word, you get a country's name.
Very well spotted. You also get 3 points for coming in after 2 clues. Iran, Cameroon, Cyprus, Peru. We have taken out a letter, moved it to one side to disguise a country's name. Very well done. Clareites, what would you like next?
Should we try the Eye of Horus, please?
I can't advise. But you said Eye of Horus. That will be your question. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Did he change his name possibly?
Next, please.
I've never heard of that person. Sorry.
I mean, she might not be a dancer. Next, please. I mean, people who were musicians or dancing take a thing. These names are ringing bells. Next, please.
Oh, so this is the full
I
name
mean,
of
it's
people.
Donny.
Jerry. They've shortened their names. Ginny McMahon.
Let's just go with that. Yeah. These are all people who have that job, and they've shortened their names for their stage name. So it's Jerry Halliwell. Do we have anything else?
Probably Ginny McMath, maybe. Donny.
I can't take that, I'm afraid. There's a bonus chance for you fire eaters.
We think they might all be known as Ginger.
They are Gingers. You have heard of that person. Virginia McMath actually took the surname of her mother's second husband, Rogers, Virginia Rogers, Ginger Rogers, the dance partner of Fred Astaire. Ginger Baker, of course, the great musician. Ginger McCain, the horse trainer. And Jerry Halliwell, Ginger Spice. All Gingers. So well done, you get the bonus point. And which question would you like?
We'll have the 2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK, these are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
OK. So it is the labyrinth, but it's... I mean, it's a mosaic of them, I don't really know, so... let's go. Next, please. There's a canal boat, got some bars on it. It's a labyrinth, canal. Maze, it could be, maybe it's just a maze rather than a labyrinth. No, it's barges, I don't know what we're going actually. Next, please. It's a hammer.
It's possible. Yeah.
Hammer, what canal? And the first, sure, for that, yeah. We think they might be parts of the ear.
They are parts of the ear. We're looking at labyrinth, canal, hammer. You didn't need to see drum. Parts of the ear. I heard you talking about the difference between a maze and a labyrinth. What is the difference?
I don't know, I'm afraid.
I tell you who does know, our question editor. He told me about this at great length over lunch. He's given me a note, which he scribbled down. I can read it to you.
It's something to do with the number of paths that go through it, I think. Like a labyrinth only has one path. And
Technically, a maze refers to a complex branching multicursal puzzle with choices of path and direction, while a unicursal labyrinth has only a single path to the centre. You know the really creepy thing? He's written that on the back of one of his own doodles of Joanna Lumley. You don't want to know what she's doing. So that is the difference between a maze and a labyrinth. These all represent parts of the ear. Very well done. Clareites, you will be getting the water question. It's the only one left. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, so it's going to have a name.
Next. Next, please.
So what's it called?
It's a prize. I have no idea. Next, please.
Is it a certain colour?
I have no idea. Oh, God.
Check another.
Next, please.
Yellow.
Yeah, it's just going to be yellow something.
Yellow pages.
They're all yellow.
They are all yellow books. Yes, the Yellow Book was that famous, scandalous one that Oscar Wilde was seen holding. Well, he was holding a yellow book, and they said it was the Yellow Book. Very scandalous. All yellow books. Well done. At the end of round 1, the Clareites have 4 points, the Fire Eaters have 6. On to round 2, the sequences round, and Fire Eaters, you'll be going first again, so please choose a hieroglyph.
We'll have the water, please.
The water. These are going to be picture clues. What sort of thing would you expect to see in the 4th picture? Here's the first.
Who is that? I have no idea. I'm really bad at recognising people. I don't think it's her, but I'm not sure. Well, next. Next, please. That's a minim. It's a minim, so it's a palindrome, possibly. That could be. Could the first person possibly have a palindrome name? I don't know. Next, please. Because it's yes, I don't. Yes, I don't. Yeah. Claims, yeah.
That was fourth. What comes fourth?
What comes fourth? Crabs, yeah.
A 3-letter name.
Yeah, for a 3-letter. So like a picture of a father.
And why would that be?
Because they're palindromic, and we think that I don't know who the first person is actually, but we think it's a 6-letter palindrome, and then it's a minim, which is a 5-letter palindrome, and then ABBA, which is a 4-letter palindrome, and a dad would be a 3-letter palindrome.
Dad would be an acceptable answer. Very well done. We've actually gone with Mem, the 13th letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
More fitting with this programme, I think, yeah.
Would you want to have a guess who that person is in the first picture?
Well, I think it might be Daryl Hannah, I think someone said.
It is Daryl Hannah. So Hannah, the 6-letter palindrome in her surname, reads the same forwards and backwards. And we're going down in the number of letters. A 3-letter palindrome is what we wanted to hear. Well done. Clareites, what would you like?
Should we try the lion, please?
The lion. OK. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
2012.
Dancing with. Is that
Oh, is it people? It could be football clubs that got promoted or relegated in certain seasons.
Could be.
Could be
Sequence
people that
bit.
won, yeah.
Next, please. Are these other...
It could be American things.
Can we just get there?
yeah.
Next, please. All the help it will do us. I mean, that's the Warriors, I would say. Animals at first thing, but it's
There's
not.
no team in the American Big Four called Rhinos.
Foxes.
Yeah. Is there any...
The nicknames of teams that won, like the Champions League or something.
Okay, just
3 seconds.
Tigers, 2015.
2015 Tigers.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So far, it is the chance of a bonus point.
I don't know.
We're going to guess 2015 : Rhinos.
And why would you guess that?
We think they are all rugby teams that have won rugby league teams, and we think maybe that the Rhinos won it in 2014 and also 2015.
They are the winners of the Challenge Cup in Rugby League, and the mighty Rhinos did it again. Leeds Rhinos, of course, 2014 and 2015. You'll remember the scores, Tony. The Leeds Rhinos are the Castleford Tigers in 2014.
Or probably 30-24.
Well, it was 23-10. That's why you were thinking Tigers, of course, because the Castleford Tigers were in that final. And in 2015, Leeds Rhinos and the Hull Kingston Rovers.
45-2.
It was... I mean, that's really good. It was 50-0. You remember that the Rhinos really dominated the match. That's a different Hull team, of course, than, you know, the Wigan Warriors. They beat Hull 16-0. It was a different Hull. Bad luck both times for the Hull teams. I could talk about rugby league all night, but we have to move on. So, well done, Fire Eaters, for the bonus point and your own question.
We'll have the 2 reads, I think.
2 reads. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, lots of things potentially, so we'll just go on. I have no idea. Next, please. Yes, my question. How many did have? So, 4. Gladstone had 4.
Gladstone, yeah.
Do you want to go for that as a risk? Yeah. We think the number of times that they. Yeah. So, again, we go for William Gladstone, and then in brackets or parentheses 4.
Good quizzing. It is, of course, William Gladstone, brackets 4, as all good quizzes know. What's going on here?
They are Prime Ministers of the United Kingdom, and in brackets it has how many times they had different sort of spells of being Prime Minister. That's it,
it's periods in office, isn't it? Not terms, because Margaret Thatcher, continuous terms. Harold Wilson won 3 elections, but it was 2 terms. Stanley Baldwin 3, and only one person has served 4 separate periods in office. William Gladstone, 4. Clareites, what would you like?
Let's try the Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Guinea-Bissau.
It could be working on
it
the
neighbours.
coastline.
Oh yeah, it could be. I know the countries in that area. If we get another one to see
Let's
what
get
border.
another one. Next, please.
Okay, Guinea-Bissau borders Guinea. And then Guinea borders lots of places. It borders Mauritania. It borders Mali.
If we're going on coast, where is it?
Oh, okay. So then you'd have Sierra Leone and then Liberia.
Should we try that? I have nothing better.
Yeah, sure.
I like that. It's definitely going in that direction.
Liberia.
I think it's Liberia.
Liberia.
Good West African coastal knowledge. It is Liberia. We're going down the coast of West Africa, north to south, of course, and after Guinea, as you say, Sierra Leone, and then Liberia. Very well done. Why are you so familiar with that part of the world?
I went on holiday recently and my computer broke, and the only page I could load was about West African geography. So I learned a lot about West African geography in that week.
I mean, that's incredibly convenient, isn't it, for this question? That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Back to you, Fire Eaters. What would you like?
We'll have the Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Reed's Dale. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is at all? Next, please. Mr. Bennet. OK, this is Mr. Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. He's the father of Elizabeth. So are these people who have lots of daughters, or are they characters in Austen novels or something like that? The patriarchs of Austen. I think we'll get you again. Next, please. It's not like he was a lot. Okay, he was the last person as well. Oh yeah, did yeah. Yeah, well, there's 5 in Languages. Should we get that they had 5 daughters?
You need somebody with 5 daughters.
No, hang on, we need someone with 4 or 3, because it's going 6, 5, 4, 3.
3 seconds.
Who's got 3 daughters?
I need an answer.
Your friend,
Yeah.
Andy's going to say someone.
I've got a friend called Ali Carr. He's got 3 daughters.
I'll accept that answer because you have an honest face. But I would like Ali Carr brought to me after the programme. The daughters introduced one by one. I want to look through his wallet for photographs, and if there are 4 girls in that picture, the point will be removed. But we did want to hear someone with 3 daughters. We went with, of course, King Lear.
Of course.
King Lear,
That's
Goneril, Regan and Cordelia. Who were the people that we're looking at?
I don't know the first one, but do my teammates? I don't know.
Yeah.
The second is from Pride and Prejudice, with 5 daughters. Zara Nicholas the second had 4
and that
daughters.
grisly tale, the 4
and then
daughters.
King Lear had 3 daughters.
Lord Redesdale, do you know who his daughters were? It's the Mitford sisters, the 6 Mitford
okay.
girls.
Yeah.
The daughters of Lord and Lady
I
Redesdale.
probably should have known that.
Someone with 3 daughters, for example, King Lear, or as most people at home would have shouted, your friend Ali Carr. That is the right answer. Clareites, the horned viper is waiting there in the nest for you. What would be the 4th in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please. These aren't watches. Let's see. They are. It'll be another day, but we're gonna have to go next, aren't we?
Yeah.
Next, please. 2 p.m. to 3.
Is it a miracle in terms of do it come back between 5 o'clock? Does it give us anything?
19. 1 to give it a bit. We're both the same.
3 seconds.
1:2 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Not the answer, I'm afraid, so a bonus chance again for you fire eaters.
We'll say 1:12 noon to 12 noon.
You're very unlucky.
Ah,
It's 1:12 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's midnight to midnight.
okay.
You should have gone with 12:12. Midnight to midnight. Now, nobody recognises these periods of time. It is successive series of the TV show 24.
Oh, I never watched that.
You know, Jack Bauer, it's sort of a 24 hours. The first series, where it's midnight to midnight, he's trying to stop the assassination of presidential candidate David Palmer. So we're going backwards from series 4 back to the first one. Series of 24. 12 to 12, yes, but not noon. That means at the end of round 2, the Clareites have 7 points, the Fire Eaters have 14. Connecting all time now, and Clareites, you'll be going first. That's of your own volition. You chose the order. So please choose lion or water.
Let's go for lion this time, please.
Lion. OK. You've got 2.5 minutes to solve this wall, starting now.
These are mythical times.
Yeah. So the first and fourth, a fjord,
Yeah,
a bite.
yes.
Bite.
These are kind of watery things.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lashing looks like a
Coal miner.
I think is a type of quantitative spice.
The lashing is a kind of generous amount.
The head of Albert Ross.
Did I say anything minor? What are the other groups?
Could be Colin Firth. It could be people called Colin, maybe. Lashing, flashing, splashing.
These birds express from words of countries.
These are definitely terms on a music.
Yeah.
song.
That can't be a person. General grounds, that's very small.
Petrol station, petrol tanker, petrol. Shipping forecast areas, like German Bight, Firth of something, Sound, Albert Ross maybe.
Yeah, well, so
Ren.
Is that it?
You can splice things together.
I feel these are technical terms in
Yeah.
don't know what though. What do we think the fifth one of those is?
A minor can be also like a child.
30 seconds.
Petroleum.
Things that sound.
Firth.
Homonyms.
Firth, fourth.
10 seconds.
Spice.
Bite.
Sound.
Try
Soundbite.
Soundbite,
Aria.
And that's it, the time's up. The wall has frozen, defeated by that horrible wall. But you can still get points for the connections, so let's resolve the wall. There you go, that's how it should have looked. And there's your first blue group starting Schleifer.
So these are all musical terms?
They are terms for musical ornamentation, various bits of twiddling. And the green group, what can you tell me about that?
Types of knots.
Types of knot?
Yes, they are. They are in knotting. Splice, lashing, standing end, bite. They are knotting terms. Well done. And the pink or purple group starting Rhea or Raya.
These are sort of watery areas, like bays
Geographical
and
water
things.
features.
Geographical
areas.
watery features.
Well, they are. I mean, inlets would be, I think, the technical term, but watery things I'll take. And the final turquoise group, what's that?
Could it be things to do with coal, maybe? I don't know if they have coal mines in Wren. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because petrol comes from coal. I really
Yeah.
don't know.
Go for it.
Hydrocarbon type things.
Now, what I think is unfortunate is that not only did you talk about homophones, you particularly said that minor sounds like a child. Also, it sounds like a bird, of course. Albatross, petrel, wren, minor. They are homonyms for birds.
Yeah.
However,
No, I was gonna say that.
you didn't find any of the groups, but you did manage to tell me 3 of the connections, so that's a total of 3 points. Let's bring in the fire eaters now, give them the other connecting wall, the water wall, see if that puts the fire out or whether you score highly. You will have 2.5 minutes to solve it, of course. That time starts now.
These are, I think there might be some Miller's Canterbury Tales to people. These are all in the Canterbury Tales. Canterbury. Second none is the thing one, so I'm just going to cycle through these quickly. I think I've already done that one, never mind. Okay, so there must be something else.
Lewis Holmes, and they are detectives.
That's all something to do with, no, I guess something else. Not sure this.
His mystery writers, aren't they? Charles Kane, James Kane.
Henry Cavill.
Should we try that and then what?
Ayn Rand was a writer.
Yeah, but not really mystery. Miller, maybe. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's got to be something in here with the Canterbury Tales, unless it's complete red herring. But there's got to be a word thing here somewhere. So, live,
That's an animal noise.
nay. So nay.
But there's nothing else. Kane's got a buffer.
Well, Dean Kane played Superman as well, didn't he? Reed Kane and Cavill always played Superman.
Okay, anyone else? Who could the other one be?
No.
And yeah, so shall we try Knight? So here's another. So just going through all the names. Okay,
Lewis.
sure. So what could false be? What's mantle? It looks like maniple, but it's not. Is that something to do with Roman armies, or am I getting confused? Okay, great. I've got so. So what have we got rid of? We've got rid of Reeves. I'm just gonna double check this one again because
There's a child in it.
I don't think so. Is there? Sure. Okay, but we'll try that then. No, I don't think there is.
American
Okay.
authors, Miller, Rand, Charles.
Lewis is it? Lewis.
Charles
Lewis.
British, isn't it?
Lewis. Okay, Lewis. What are you doing? Neighbour. Neighbour is that an author?
Lewis is an investigating detective, isn't he?
Yeah, Holmes. They can't all be red herrings, can they?
With a child? No.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, just do something else.
That's it, your time is up and the wall has frozen, but you found a group, and can you tell me the connection starting Reeve?
They're all actors who've played Superman.
They are all Supermen, the great Christopher Reeve, and we've also got there Dean Kane, Brandon Routh, Henry Cavill, all Supermen. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There you go, Holmes, Child, Lewis, Rand.
No, not quite right as the
They're detectives.
detectives, aren't they?
Okay, so we think they're all detectives.
I'm afraid they're not. They are British female athletes.
Oh, of course they are.
Kelly Holmes, Denise Lewis, Ailey Child, Mary Rand.
Yeah, I've heard of most of them.
No Sally Gunnell, of course. Nobody that you've chatted to at an
I've
airport. That would be the problem. And what about the pink group starting false?
Do we have any idea?
Nope.
Don't think we know that one.
I can tell you, you put hood after them. Falsehood, that's lively. Livelihood, neighbourhood, knighthood. That's the word one. And the last turquoise group starting Manciple.
These are all people who tell tales in the Canterbury Tales.
These are the Canterbury
And that's
Tales,
what a
yes.
Manciple is, yes.
You don't remember the poor old Manciple? He's a sort of purchasing agent for a law court.
no, I
Tells a
remember
story
him
about a
now,
crow.
of course, yeah.
The crow story. But you did find one group, and you've been able to tell me 2 connections. That is a total of 3.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the scores. The Clareites have 10 points. The Fire Eaters have 17. And if you'd like to take part in the next series of Only Connect, then go to the website bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect to find out how to apply. Round 4 will decide who goes through and who goes home. The Missing Vowels round. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group are all a Dickens villain and the book in which he appears. Clareites.
Fagin and Oliver Twist.
Correct. Clareites.
Wackford Squeers and Nicholas Nickleby.
Well done. Fire Eaters.
No, sorry, it's gone.
No. Clareites, do you know?
Don, no.
Not it. Who would know? Daniel Quilp and the Old Curiosity Shop. Next clue. Clareites.
Uriah Heep and David Copperfield.
That's right. Next category, famous Emmas. Clareites.
Emma Thompson.
Correct. Fire Eaters.
Emma of Normandy.
Correct. Clareites.
Lady Hamilton.
Correct. Fire Eaters.
Baby Spice.
Correct. Next category, words that contain one of each vowel. Fire Eaters.
Facetious.
Correct. Clareites.
Pandemonium.
Yes, it is. Fire Eaters.
Hallucinogen.
Correct. Clareites.
Cauliflower.
Yes, it is. Next category, they're all plays by J.M. Barrie. Really? None of you knows The Admirable Crichton. That was that Barrie play. But the bell has gone for the end of the quiz, and I can tell you that the winners and going through to the next round with 20 points are the Fire Eaters. Very well done to you. And after a great round 4, getting very close with 17 points, it's the Clareites. Very close, good recovery, but sadly not quite enough. We have to say goodbye. Sorry, thank you so much for playing. And Fire Eaters, well done to you.
Thank you.
We'll see you again. Thanks for watching. Now, earlier in the series, I said that in a stand against sexism, I would not engage in online conversation about what I wear in the show. Next week's an exception. I can exclusively reveal that I will be wearing the apparel of the Sengoku Samurai to coincide with the launch of our new video game, Only Connect: Rise of the Shadow Warriors Battle of the Gilgamesh Ultimate Warfare: Deluxe Edition 4, The Dawn of Justice versus Sonic at the Olympics. Don't miss it. Goodbye.